Hello, everyone. We're back once again. We've made it, right? As Dory once said, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. And we've swam out of the pool of mishandling, we'll call it, of the previous episode, Linda. If you don't know the previous episode, it'll be the previous episode in the playlist of the Catfished. If somehow you're watching this years later. But I don't know how you have found me, but hello. What I also don't know is if my comments and my constructive criticism will have scuppered any future collaboration with the team. Maybe they didn't like my words and, somehow that's off the table now, but hey ho, right? It is what it is. I love to say it is what it is, which you shouldn't. Don't it is what it is your way out of life situations, please. Don't do that. But if they do not want to work, in the future with me, then I completely understand. But we'll find out, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I've said many times, I'm not here to kiss the booty of anyone. And I think it's the best way to improve, right? I wouldn't want them to do similar things in future episodes because, goodness, that opens up many, many more cans of worms. Hope Linda's safe, of course. But I digress, right? That's another story for another day. We're here to see what can be bought with $24,000 worth of gift cards. Not Apple things or Steam games. Probably healthcare.
Hello, Catfish.
Hello. I feel like
I'm
we've
a
seen her.
57-year-old. I live in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
My hobbies are trying to get time to go out to dance.
Yeah, let's go dancing.
I got a big family.
All right, why is she going to cry there?
And I know they love me. That's what has given me the strength.
Okay.
For me to share this with you guys.
Hello, everyone,
Hello.
and welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. On today's episode, we speak to a 57-year-old woman named Martha about her online relationship with a man named Alex. Martha has been through a lot of emotional distress since she was contacted by Alex through Facebook a year ago. She wants to know the truth about him after sending tens of thousands of dollars to help him with hospital fees, plane tickets, broken machines,
list them off.
and even a trip to Cancun that he never showed up for.
Let's stop there. The previous stuff, hospital bills, etc., we know that's absolutely ridiculous in themselves. But I am begging for the life of me to anyone watching this, do not book a trip with someone you met online and have never met in person beforehand. I'm begging you, don't do that to yourselves. Do you know how dangerous that is? That's incredibly dangerous. Donnie's gonna turn up and we've got some sort of serial killer BS. Please, stay safe and don't do ridiculous things like this. Wow. I mean, I would hope people would know to not do that, but you learn something new every day with these victims. But also, Martha, I feel like we've seen before. I definitely haven't seen this episode. I would remember the fact that she's booked a trip with someone she's never met in person. But it's like they're all tying into, it's blurred in my head. It's just too much.
Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
I feel like I've seen her. I don't know.
Real quick, guys. Don't forget to like,
Subscribe
comment,
for
and
more.
subscribe. Your
Go do
comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
But you already are. I want to make the same joke that I think I made a few episodes ago just because I find it so funny and you're all going to laugh with me now, aren't you? Subscriber for more sounds like a very, very specialized service, all right? You know you got the little memberships you can do. What kind of membership is this? You're a subscriber, but more? You watch the videos, but There's so much more you can do. Funny?
This is great banter. It really is.
Start this online dating
Okay.
thanks to my daughter. She came out and said, Mom, you are not having fun.
That doesn't
You
mean go
always
online
just
date,
working
bro.
at home. You need to open up and give you chance to meet people.
I'm gonna start this off by saying that I don't know obviously too much just yet, but I assume Martha here is fit and is able to go outside. So I'm not too sure why the daughter has suggested online dating as a means of meeting people, but she loves to make time to go dancing. You know, go dancing with the daughter. Like hey mom, let's go dancing, right? But regardless, right? I don't know if that's possible or not, but if it's not possible, I understand going online dating. But I do want to make this perfectly clear for everyone watching as well. If you are going to suggest online dating to someone, can we please clue them up that scams exist before sending them out into the essential wilderness that is online dating, right? You've given them a flashlight and you've just said, go. I've been absolved of this situation. You go into those you go into that forest with just a flashlight and help yourself. You find your way out of that. No, let's give them a tent, right? Let's give them some food. Let's give them a survival kit, a book that says, watch out for this, watch out for queen callers, watch out for gold bar people, watch out for engineers. Somehow in the wilderness, if you're watching this in the wilderness, get a grip of yourself. Probably use your time better. Protect yourself from the bears, not me.
This person that I met
Did it me?
came out on regular Facebook just asking to be my friend.
Okay, that's
He
Facebook.
just sent me a message. My name is Alexander, telling me that he was living in Atlanta.
Okay, nice.
And
Georgia
that he
boy.
was some kind of engineer. So we started telling each other what we were doing. He was a widow. His wife and his daughter passed away in a car accident.
No one at all. No one at all, right? I'm so sorry, Alex, that your fictional wife and child have died in a car accident. Where were they heading to? Scamville? No one to talk to at all. I love the manipulation by the scammers. Like, we rarely, touch on the actual scammers. Like, most of the stories, you got some absolute diabolical victim, right? But I have no one to talk to. They really try and poke you in the feels. And obviously it works. But Alex has no friends, no colleagues, right? Of course he's going to have colleagues. He's an engineer and they've always got so many people around them somehow. So no one to talk to at all. You were chatting absolute wass, Alex, right? There's some slang for you from the UK. Chatting wass. Which basically means you chatting shit. Yeah? I don't know what that was.
And
sad emoji.
We just start from there.
My wife and child died in a car accident. I have no one to talk to. Sad emoji. I just find the use of the emoji there strange. Maybe not strange. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying, right? I'm still reeling from the Linda episode.
He tell me about that he was cooking, that what he liked, and asking me the same questions.
Okay.
I replied, and he started texting me more often. How you doing? Good morning.
All right.
I hope you have a nice day.
Okay.
And this is when it all started. Martha had been raising her children alone since her divorce with her ex-husband 17 years ago. She works long hours to support herself and her 3 daughters.
Okay.
She really wanted things to work out with her and Alex.
I was married for almost 38 years.
Okay.
And then I got divorced. And I've been divorced since then. So it's going to be almost 20 years that I've been divorced.
How
The
old
only
is
good
she?
thing I got out of that relation was beautiful daughters that I love till I die.
Okay.
My husband was hard for him to be married, I guess. He liked to party a lot and he was drinking a lot until one day I took everything until one day I said enough is enough and we got divorced.
Major respect.
But I never been lucky. I always get people that either try to control me or they want me to support them.
I would, on contraire, actually, Martha, say that you say you are not lucky, but I actually think you are lucky in terms of having, I mean, this seems a bit contradictory and hypocritical. The irony, in fact, that I'm about to say, you are lucky that you actually can get yourself out of situations that are clearly not good for you, but you've been scammed. So, but I have major respect for the fact that you knew when it was enough, and you didn't want any more of it, and you left. Kudos to you. I respect it so much. I know everyone's situation is different. Not everyone can just easily up and leave in similar situations, but the fact that she did, I respect her very much. Also incredibly strong to raise, I think it was 4 children there. Goodness, sorry about that. I've malfunctioned after that. Apparently, someone hit the reset button in my chest. Incredibly, I respect that you've raised 4 children on your own. And you seem like a good woman, right? Makes a nice change of pace from, all the shitheads that we're seeing recently. So I'm feeling sympathy, right? Sympathy in you've been scammed. This wouldn't be the herewithh channel if I didn't declare that although I feel sympathy for you, I still need you to get a grip of yourself here, all right? Well, it's too late to get a grip of yourself, but you should have.
Toxic, where they're really jealous that they don't want me to talk to anybody.
What a
They
weirdo.
wanted me to be a completely different person that I am.
Okay,
So they never last.
good. Everyone watching this, you probably already know, but if someone tries to change who you are, you tell them to F themselves, right? You flip the bird, you shove the bird metaphorically up their ass, because you don't actually want to do that. Goodness. The bird will be needing a wash. Please, if someone tries to change you, it's not how a relationship is. 2 people, they come together, and you are your own individuals, and you work together to build something more. It's not 2 people come together and then one person ends up overpowering them, then the relationship becomes like 90% them. So, once again, I'm proud of Martha. She stood her ground. Then she got scammed, but of course I need to give her kudos for standing her ground previously. It's kind of funny that she stood her ground in person, but online is a different ball game, and she just fell head over heels. That's a bit strange. I wonder the psychology behind that. Like, why is that a thing? Because you would assume in person is much more difficult to leave, to cut things off. I mean, online you turn your phone off. It's interesting. I'd love to know the psychology. Some people in the comments study psychology. Let me know. What are your thoughts? Why is that a thing?
And matter of fact, 5 days before I start talking to Alex, I was dating somebody.
Martha had a lot of bad relationships in the past. She felt that Alex was a change.
Right. We believe on his hat. I believe I need more context, Martha. After I've just gone and done kudos and bigging you up, you don't seem like a shithead. We need more context. I'm not calling you a shithead now, but I need more context. You were dating someone, but then you moved on to Alex. Was the person that you were dating part of the people who, are controlling and jealous and stuff? Or was it a nice relationship? It was going well, but Alex maybe is better looking, so you moved on. I need context. But because there is no context, I can't say anything. Damn it! I hope the case, well, I don't hope, because that's unfortunate, but I do hope the person you were dating was not the best and you just moved on. Because if they were good and then you went to a scammer, it's funny but not funny at the same time.
Worked, he was handsome and was so nice to her. She was starting to feel like she had really found the one.
And like I
How?
say, he is a real attractive person. He's a good looking guy.
I'm going to pause it there because I've said it many times before as well. If someone has to clarify that they're real, please run away, because that's just a weird thing to say. Do you get it?
Beard, big blue eyes.
What is he doing in that picture?
And that's what caught my eyes, his eyes. He
Stop
got
lying.
so beautiful eyes. In the beginning with Alex was real sweet. It's
Okay.
like having a friend, having that person to talk, to let you know, hey, I got a bad day, or oh, I got an amazing day. It was so nice to be able to talk to, and he was there. I would text him all the time. It was a lot of messages.
Okay.
It gets you to where you start trusting the person,
Well,
where you can feel that the person is paying attention to you, and you're on the needing of attention that you have in years. We messenger for about, I don't know, say 2 weeks, and then he asked if we can be on WhatsApp.
my messenger is glitching. What does that mean? Someone want to clarify? My message. What messenger? On your iPhone? How's it glitching? Update your phone, Alex. What the hell? Editing age here. The messenger refers to Facebook Messenger. You dumbass H. Well, I don't understand sometimes. When I'm recording, I go into autopilot, right? The brain shuts off, the mouth just goes. Sometimes you get some wisdomous things, but for the most part, I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, Facebook Messenger. I don't know how still, the sentiment remains. How does that glitch? Contact Mark Zuckerberg, Alex, huh? Contact.
But it was at least 10 messages a day.
Wow, that's a
At
lot.
least from the beginning. 2 weeks after we start talking, he just tell me that he have to go for a contract in Turkey.
God's
And
sake.
that's when all these money interests start going.
After about a month of chatting through WhatsApp, things started to
WhatsApp.
take a turn. Alex told Martha he was involved in an accident.
What happened
He
there?
blamed it on Martha. He said she was texting him too much and he hurt himself using a machine at work.
Red flag. First of all, because, well, now this is why employers say don't have your phone whilst working. But second of all, whilst you are operating machinery, And your tech. What's wrong with you? You are a fool, Alex. Right? In a real scenario, you are a fool. And second of all, you've gaslighted Martha. Oh, this is your fault. Third of all, you've asked for money. Fourth of all, what was your injury? Because the small amount of blurring, it just looked like you fell over, or scraped your knee. Unless you've got a hole in your knee that you've drilled into, right? I don't think you're gonna sit there taking a picture of it. That's 4 things wrong, and the fifth. Oh, let's swallow the saliva so I can say this part properly. The fifth thing is that Martha says she has bad luck and meeting men who she has to support. So what's difference here then? If in person you can have the courage and the strength to cut them off, why is it different here? Again, I need people who study psychology to somehow make me, and help us understand. How does that make sense? But Alex, you are a fool. Don't use machinery while texting everyone, please. You'll hurt your knee. I took an arrow to the knee. Who remembers that meme from Skyrim?
About 2 months later, oh my gosh, he got in an accident where he was working.
No.
And he actually sent pictures where he got a big cut in his leg.
Oh,
and
so
he was going to have
sad.
some stitches done.
Oh.
And the worst part, that he had to pay for the part that he broke. Because
Thank you for also blurring the subtitles. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's interesting. It's an interesting editing technique. Huh? There's a metaphor behind it. The injury is so gruesome. We're not allowed to see even the words describing the injury. By the way, unless his right leg is raised on the bed, I don't think his legs are, like, the proportions seem a bit weird. I don't even think that's his knee. Like, I don't know. Like, the blurring is there, sure, but it just doesn't look like where a knee would be. Unless I'm just, what do I know, realistically? I wasn't good at science and biology and that, but that just seems weird. I don't know.
he was answering one of my texts and he didn't pay attention and left the machine running.
Well, he's a fool.
So yeah, he blamed it on me.
He's a fool.
And
Why didn't you leave?
when the big money he wanted will start coming out.
So why did you do it, though?
I need $16,000. That's when the lights start on my side. Because I have to hide that from my daughters.
That's disgraceful.
Getting the
honest.
gift cards, taking pictures of it, send it to him, getting all that little by little.
Again, I don't know. He's in Turkey, right? I'm assuming he's still in Turkey. I don't think stitches would cost 16,000. But sure, Alex, go off, innit? I also want to make it perfectly clear. I know it's embarrassing to be in this situation and you don't want to tell the people around you because they're obviously gonna be there majority of the time and it's hard to look them in the eyes, etc. But I said this, I don't understand how you can hide it from your own daughters, who very much so I believe you cherish and love deeply. But then you're willing to come onto this YouTube show and explain it to the world instead. It just doesn't make sense to me. I know that technically you probably don't see the reaction, but don't hide things from your children. I know, obviously, I'm not naive to the fact that everyone's life situation is different. Maybe your children are not particularly, you're not in good standing with them, but this case is different. Martha very clearly has a good relationship with her daughters, so I'm not a fan that she hid it from them. And I again raise the point, I don't understand, or I'm not a fan of her saying that she's, had bad luck with men, and then stood her ground and left. But in this situation, she's forking up thousands. I don't know, man.
Day after day, Martha would go to the stores to get the gift cards to help Alex. She bought so many, the stores started to limit Martha on the gift cards she was able to buy. They would only sell her one card every time she went to the store. She tried Walgreens, Walmart, and the Dollar Tree. After she scratched the code on the back of the card, she would send it to Alex and throw the card away so her family didn't find out.
In total, I sent Alex.
I also, this is also another thing that I don't understand. But if you have to hide something, doesn't that ring an alarm bell that what you're doing is wrong? Like, surely it does. When people cheat, for example, and they hide it, and then they say, oh, they try gaslight you, is not a big deal, but it was because you're hiding it, right? So in this case, when she's throwing away the gift cards to hide it, is she not thinking, hey, what I'm doing is wrong here? And then you bring up the case, well, if she knows it's wrong, why is she doing it to herself in this case with Alex?
$24,000.
That's a salary,
in
bro.
a year.
That's crazy.
But you know what? That's
What?
when everything else started. I'm coming back because we're gonna get married.
Oh, somehow
Up
we've
until this point,
gone
Martha
to that,
had sent money to Alex for his hospital fees and travel expenses, totaling to $12,000. Alex had finished paying everything and was ready to meet with Martha and get married.
Hell, look, that's a red flag, right? Not only because somehow you've bought a ring and you have no money for your own hospital bills, but you've bought a ring somehow, or maybe you and your gemologist friends created it. I don't know. Maybe you got scammed by someone in Turkey. You know those people that sell fake clothes. Maybe you've just got a fake ring. I don't know. But I find that funny. The scammer has set himself on fire to keep others warm. But also it's a red flag because you've never met this person and they are now quite literally saying they are about to marry you. They're proposing the idea of a proposal. Don't do that, everyone. Please don't be fooled. I know Martha is probably very incredibly lonely on the romantic side of things, but she's very much too consumed with trying to be in a relationship. That's what it seems to me, how she's going, bouncing around. Relax. Go dancing. Right? Dance away the troubles. Dancing in the moonlight. Except you fell into the spotlight. The spotlight of the scammers. I don't know what happened there. Someone I glitched. Jeez, what am I on about?
All he needed Martha to do was pick him up from the airport.
Why?
The first time that Alex told me he was coming, I went to the airport so excited.
Okay,
I tried to look as best as I could.
What the hell is that?
To the airport, sitting there waiting for 2 hours.
What a waste of a day.
Seeing people pass by and nothing coming, and trying to message him. He didn't answer. He didn't text me back.
I propose, not to Martha, but I propose this scenario. What is going on? I'm like, imagine, obviously the scammers are using someone else's pictures, right? But imagine, like, the actual person behind the images was somehow, like, landing in that airport and walking past, and Martha went up to her and said, oh, Alex, propose to me, please, romantic in the airport. And then the guy's like, what the hell is... Go back up, woman! Back up. That'd be a funny scenario, wouldn't it?
Walking out of the airport, just
Oh, sad
every
emoji.
little piece of me, dragging myself to the car
Right.
and driving home crying,
Understandable.
upset.
No,
Why me? Why?
She got like
Martha
an
had
audio
waited
book
a
voice.
full day for Alex to arrive at the airport, but he never showed up.
Yeah,
She
he's in
even got a
prison.
hotel next to the airport
What?
that night. She stayed up all night waiting for him
How
to
much
call her
money
back.
do these people have, man?
She later received a text message from Alex. He told her that he wasn't able to leave his job site until he paid the fees to fix the broken machines.
Red flag. Because in a real scenario, why are you telling me this? I'm presuming the next day. Huh? All that time she was waiting at the airport, you couldn't have said this before, right? And I'm saying this again in the literal sense, put aside the scam, because the victims like to think this is real. So we need to make them understand that even in a real scenario, this is wrong. Where did you go? Like, where were you all this time? That's not communication, is it? And especially in such a scenario like this where you're supposed to be boarding a plane, Martha's waiting for you for like the whole day. Martha, you really think this is good? How many times am I going to pose the question, why is she holding on to this so badly? I don't know, man.
After he already got around $12,000, he's coming. But you know what? He had to pay for the parts that
It
he
just doesn't
broke.
even make sense.
So he needed another $10,000. And here goes another $10,000 in my credit card.
My goodness, Martha, what the hell?
Honey, I'll be there. I'll be there in 3 days.
How?
This
That
is the
doesn't
day.
say 3 days.
Martha sent an additional $10,000 to Alex for the parts that he needed to fix. Alex was getting on the plane once again. All he needed Martha to do was pick him up, and he would pay her all the money back, and they would finally get married.
I'll get to the airport again.
You get to the airport again, and I'm going to repeat this question again that I always repeat. How? How are you going to pay Martha back? How does any of these people expect to get their money back? How? Because if you're assuming that they finished their job and they've got big money coming now, why don't they use that money to fund whatever their issues are? But also ask yourself, where's all their money from before? We didn't see that Alex got some sort of frozen account or whatever. So where's his money?
8 hours. 8 hours. Hours and hours.
So what do you tell your daughters
me.
in this situation?
Looking around and crying my eyes
Like,
out.
Mom, where are you for 8 hours?
And crying and crying. Something must happen because he's not here.
Well, now he's arrested?
Broken,
No?
upset. And I say no more. I can't get sick again. I can't. Next day, I'll get an email.
How did they get your email?
A doctor in Turkey saying, Alex got in a car accident. He's in real bad shape here in the hospital.
I was reading the text and I didn't notice this donkey of a Photoshop picture. I'm sorry. He might die. I might die at the sheer ridiculousness of this picture. Can you see it? If I move it this way, can you see it? Or if I move this way, I still don't know which way. Actually, you can see it, but you can see it, right? What the hell is that? That's not even Alex. Even if he shaved his beard, that's just not him. His face is different to his actual neck, right? So he's put makeup on, apparently, for this. He might die, but hey, slap some foundation on me, make me look different. I don't like this, man. Surely, I'm hoping she didn't believe this and send more money. but I'm scared because we're not at the 24,000 mark yet. So this is concerning, man.
Die. We need to let you know he needs a surgery.
Again, I don't think that's the same person. Where'd his beard go? How did he get his beard back? I think that's a very important question. He was dying, and someone took that picture of him. Let's also establish that. So I'm assuming the doctor said to him, hey, can you make the most uncomfortable looking face as if you are constipated? The hell? And I'll take this picture and send it. And then now he's had his surgery, I'm assuming, and his beard is back. Well, he is in Turkey. It would be the right place to grow hair just out of nowhere. So fair play. What a doctor. Saves lives and gives hair.
I don't want that anymore. I can't be broke, powerless.
Look,
no more for a picture. Or why did you let it go?
You're doing all this for a picture, did you just say?
So bad. Of Alex.
Look, I'm sorry, but I feel for you, but
Scammers will do and say anything to get you to
ridiculous.
feel loved. This is a common tactic they use to create an attachment. All of the problems that Alex went through always turned into reasons for him to ask Martha for money. We looked into the doctor that was emailing her and found that the scammer used a stock image of a doctor and communicated with Martha through
bro, look
email.
at that image, man.
We searched this email and found out that it was brand new and just had been recently created. Alex was never planning to see Martha, nor was he injured while he was working.
Do you know, we've seen some horrible photoshops here, but that might be the worst one. I'm not going to gloss over the fact that even if you're not tech savvy, surely you telling me you don't look at that image and see something wrong, really? If I took my glasses off, I could see what's wrong with that image, and I can't see shit. You understand? It's blurry AF, but clearly Martha's vision was blurred. Her clouding judgment absolutely butchered that, but her judgment was clouded. It was blurred by not love, because I don't know what this is. I do say these people are clouded by love, right? I don't know. Is this love? What about this is love? I don't know. You haven't met the person. Where's the Cancun trip come from? We haven't even mentioned that yet. Is it, a gift? Oh, hey, man, thank you for surviving surgery and growing a beard out of nowhere. Let's go to Cancun. Where's Cancun, by the way? Someone let me know. Is it Mexico? Cancun, Mexico. Does that sound correct? I feel like Cancun is somewhere in the US, and I'm just very wrong. So someone let me know.
All of these stories were fabricated, and the images Alex sent to Martha were
is this
stolen
actually-
from another man's profile.
This is actually the same person. Oh my. Is it? I don't know, man. Is it the same hair, kind of? I don't know. Maybe. Don't shave, whoever you are, right? I know I'm no George Clooney, but don't shave, please. You look completely different. You, on the left, right, you're giving lumberjack vibes, right? Hey, ma'am, you want your trees cut down? Not a euphemism. I put on a bit of a accent there. Hey, ma'am, you want your trees cut down? I'll gladly do it. Chop, chop. I'll get to it. Chop, chop. I'll chop, chop. In a. And on the right, I don't know what you're doing. Right? Can you see that? If I go this way? Sometimes the pictures that the scammers actually use, I really much want... Great English throughout this whole episode, by the way. I don't understand the actual people in the images, what they're doing sometimes. What is that face? Are you taking a shit in your car? What is this? And you look like an accountant that I very much would want to avoid. You look like you do some illegal taxes. Allegedly.
We were able to help Martha with the tools on our site, and good
Just don't
news,
shave.
they're available to you
Please.
too. We have plenty of tools that you can use to verify your online lover. So visit our website, socialcatfish.com, and find out the truth about who you're communicating with online today. Just hitting like, comment, and subscribe helps us build out more tools for you to use in the future. It was now time to sit down with
now
Martha
she just looks
to let her know
completely
what
different.
we had found.
What's happened here?
Martha, it's great to see you again.
Oh,
Hi,
Chris.
Martha. Nice to meet you.
Where's
Nice
Chris?
to meet you guys.
It seemed that you were tied emotionally to Alexander. What was so special about him?
It's not him.
He
Okay.
always involved me and wanted to know about me as a person. Is what did I did, how my day was, how my night was,
Queen,
how
there's
my
Queen.
work was. He was very concerned about my health.
Well, make sure you eat something healthy for breakfast. Right. Are you a child, Martha, and you need someone to tell you this? But also, he was more concerned about I don't think he was, actually, because when he, cut himself, that looks like he just fell on some gravel. He blamed you. So where was the concern? I'm not sure.
All those nice things that you want to hear from a person.
Oh,
Breaking the news.
such as, this is your fault that I'm injured, so pay me money. Wow, yeah, everyone wants to hear that. I really struggle to understand why these victims pick and choose when to take care of themselves. It's quite concerning, right? You need therapy, Martha, right? Especially for the fact that you do seem to bounce in relationships a lot. I say a lot. I mean, it's not a lot, but it seems like you are trying too hard to find someone. So please seek some therapy and just move on from all of this, right? Be content. Go dancing. I've said it again. Dancing in the moonlight. I love that song, by the way.
To Martha was tough because we knew it would be hard on her. But this was the only way to stop this scam.
We also researched the photos that you sent us, and we ran a reverse image search on our site, Social Catfish, and we found the real identity of the man in the photos. His name is Rex. He is not the man you're speaking to.
What is going on with these images?
Martha was so shocked to hear the truth about Alex. She had to leave the room for a while to pull herself together.
Oh my.
Can you give me a minute, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Let me go clean myself.
Wow, she was that attached. Well, I mean,
This was a man she was
just lost
engaged
thousands
to
of dollars
and
in
sent
it.
$25,000 in hopes of
I thought it was
meeting him.
24.
Realizing that this was
What is
all a bunch
this?
of lies, it had to cut her deep.
Man, that picture's really pissed me off. I don't know why.
Would you mind telling me his name again?
Yes. His name is Rex.
Oh, he's close to Alex.
He is an adult entertainer. Like I mentioned, he's part of the LGBTQ community. And he's
So, first of all, he's actually from Atlanta, by the way. If we slowly go backwards, yeah, he's from Atlanta, and I was correct, Georgia boy. I know my stuff. Rex, Alex, Atlanta is real. I don't know what is going on in the second image, by the way. This is what I mean. The pictures are sometimes so weird. What are you doing there? Obviously, you're trying to, show the goods, but I don't know. It's just so strange. But anyway, I digress.
He's part of the LGBTQ community, and he has a prominent social media presence.
No, bro, he just looks so different without the beard.
I've dreamed about so many nights about touching
Whoa,
his face, about
calm down.
talking, to hear his voice.
He's a good-looking man, though. That beard, ooh.
And it changed
I'd
it
like
in
it.
a good and a bad way, because now I'm stronger in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
I have done things that I never thought I would be doing.
I don't know what that means, but
Let me tell you, this
Oh, my.
cry is from a stronger person that is gonna come out from the little
love
hole
is
they
in the
put
bear. Sorry, what was that? Love is in the bear. It's like everything's tying together here. Look at that. Love is in the bear. Remember when I said the wilderness? You need to watch out for the bears. Is the bear Rex in this case? Love is in the bear. What a phrase. I do what? Huh? H? What would I do? Question my sexuality if you want. I don't care.
A little hole they put him in.
Whoa! All right,
Because I was naive.
The hole as
because
in...
I never knew all these things. Now I know.
Your daughter should... Look, I'm not going to blame the daughter, of course. I feel like your daughter, once again, should have informed you about these things. Maybe she didn't know herself. But that would be quite surprising if she didn't know. But I feel like she kind of set you up. It might be like some inside job thing.
And I will never be fully...
Imagine the scammer was the daughter.
Chicken.
You know, something that you mentioned, Martha, is you fell in love with a face. You fell in love with an image.
Yes.
Us finding the real person in the image, Rex, he's a completely different person than the person you fell in love with. He has his own personality. He's, you know, active in the LGBTQ community. Obviously, completely opposite from the man, the face.
Not completely. They're both from Atlanta.
Just to be clear, the man in the photos has nothing to do with this scam. His photos were stolen to create a fake person named Alex, and is also a victim of this scam.
What are these faces? What are these? Rex, if somehow you end up watching this, right? What are these faces? Why do you always look constipated, man? What are you doing?
But as you can see, this happens to a lot of people and a lot of different types of people. It seems like you were able to come out of this relationship.
Not a relationship.
And you even sought help, you know, from a counselor. And so it looks like you're taking the steps to move
incredible.
forward.
Well done.
I feel that you're doing a great job.
Yes.
And you're moving past this situation.
Yes. Good.
Only I be nobody foolish.
Well, we'll see, innit?
And if someday I find somebody who want all this the way it is, perfectly. But let me tell you, it's not gonna be on a dating site anymore. Because I don't trust them.
Well, I mean...
Well, I'm happy for you, Martha. You know, it sounds like you're turning into a whole new Martha.
Yes, Martha, it seems like you're on the right track. We're so
compared
happy
to our
to help you
victims,
today.
yes.
And like I mentioned, we'll be in touch.
Talk to you soon.
Why would you be in touch? It's finished, no? Martha blocked Alex, moved on. She's now seeing a therapist to help move past the scam. Very good. She will never let another man take advantage of her ever again. Yes, I very much hope so, because there are a lot of shit.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish, everyone.
You're welcome.
Remember, new videos go out
Thursday?
every Wednesday. If you or anyone else you know might be going through a scam, please send an email to sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. See you guys next week.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm still waiting for someone to go there with the most ridiculous story and see if it ends up on YouTube. We need someone scammed by Batman. Well, the main take point from this, let's not focus on the negatives, but I actually think the main... Jeez, man, what is wrong with me in this, honestly? The main take point from this is I'm very proud of her for standing her ground in obviously the real relationships. Still a bit confused on the guy she was dating before she talked to Alex. Why she just up and left? Was he part of that controlling group that she spoke of? I'm gonna assume so, right? Proud of her. Then not so proud of her by falling for such ridiculousness, especially that photoshopped image. I mean, come on. But then I'm proud of her that on her own accord, she sought medical professional support with a therapist. Fair play. I wish a lot of other victims do that, right? I wish they stopped sending money and use the money to better themselves. Be it if you're going to maybe, I don't know, Work on your physical appearance. Work mentally as Martha did. Martha is an attractive woman. Let's not get this misconstrued, right? Very attractive woman. I think if she went dancing, she could strike it up with someone and they could dance under the stars and stuff. Call me, Hollywood. We can make a movie. Editing H here. If you are watching the screen and I'm not in the background, but also I'm not in the background legitimately, because then please, don't call the police. But if you are watching the screen and you've seen the Apple, thumbs up thing pop up on the screen, I apologize. I apologize, okay? It needs to get a grip of itself. Sort yourself out, Apple. Bye. What am I? But yes, actually, Hollywood, for the most part, please don't call me, because there are a lot of individuals who allegedly, I don't want anything to do with you. So you know what, Hollywood, leave me alone. Martha, congrats. Please don't hide anything from your daughters, though. I hope you did tell them after this and they don't find out through YouTube. That would be strange experience. And everyone watching this, I mean, please, you don't have to be tech savvy to see that someone's face and neck just clearly don't belong together, all right? I'll see you guys next time. Look after yourselves. Be open with the people around you, if that is the best thing, of course. Someone like me, for example, I wouldn't open up to a lot of people around me. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Much love. And if you do want to watch more, the playlist is up here. Bye. Dancing in the moonlight. Bye.